All right, all right, all right. Time is up. Let's see what we came up with. That's a that was a joke. I thought someone would be like, "Wait, what? We already started?" No. Anyways, okay. So today
I
is
came up with 52.
okay. If you can hear me, put a 51 in the chat. If you can hear me,
What? Mm,
if you can hear me, put a one in the chat.
mm,
Okay. All right.
mm,
Okay, you guys can hear me clearly. All right, let's get started.
mm.
Um, with our book of the day. Samuel, would you like to read this?
I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez. Perfect Mexican daughters do not go away to college, and they do not move out their parents' house after high school graduation. Perfect Mexican daughters never abandon their family. But Julia is not your perfect Mexican daughter. That was Olga's role. Then a tragic accident on the busiest street in Chicago leaves Olga dead and Julia left behind to reassemble the shattered pieces of her family. And no one seems to acknowledge that Julia is broken too. Instead, her mother seems to channel her grief into pointing out every possible way Julia has failed. But it's not long before Julia discovers that Olga might not have been as perfect as everyone thought. With help of her best friends, Lorna, and her first kiss, first love, first everything boyfriend Connor, Julia is determined to find out. Was Olga really what she seemed, or was there more to her sister's story? And either way, how can Julia even attempt to live up to seemingly impossible ideas?
Awesome. Okay, so this book is highly recommended. I haven't read this one personally, but apparently it is a great book for young people going through school, especially with siblings. This is what I've been told. So, okay, let's get into the author specifically. Can I get um Jeffrey, would you like to read this one?
Why does she look like that? Kind of
She just
scary.
looks like a regular person.
The way she stares at me is kind of scary. Erica L. Sanchez is a Mexican American poet, novelist, and essayist. Born in Cicero, Illinois, in 1984 to Mexican immigrant parents, she is best known for her critically acclaimed young adult novel "I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter," which was a National Book Award finalist and a New York Times bestseller. The novel expresses themes of family pressure, grief, and cultural expectations, resonating deeply with many teens and readers of all backgrounds. Sanchez is also an accomplished poet. Her debut poetry collection, Lessons on Expulsion, addressing issues like immigration, womanhood, and injustice, earning praise for its emotional depth and lyrical power. In addition to fiction and poetry, Sanchez has written essays for outlets like New York Times and The Guardian. Her 2022 memoir and essay, Crying in the Bathroom, blends humor, vulnerability, and insight to tell the story of growing up as a bilingual daughter of immigrants navigating mental health struggles to become a writer. She has she has fellow she has held fellowships at the institutions like Princeton and was the poet what is that laureate of Aurora, Illinois. Her works can often blend personal storytelling with broader cultural critique, highlighting the complexity of Latinx identity, feminism, and mental health.
Awesome. Thank you for reading that, Jeffrey. Um, okay, let's get into the quote of the day. I unfortunately could not find a quote that I thought would be worth analyzing from her. There were some great quotes though, but not worth analyzing in this context. So I found another random one. The most dangerous worldview is the worldview of those who have not viewed the world. Alexander von Humboldt. Explain this quote. Do you agree? And give an example. Maybe 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes is fine. Okay, starting the timer. Now.
Chat.
Pardon?
Can you put it in the chat?
Sure.
Wait, worldview means like perspective on the world, right?
Not just on the world, but just perspective on it, on anything. Just like
Oh.
your general, say, angle on how they view things. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we came up with. I think we're starting from Right. Okay. Ryan, would you like to read your response? Oh, I missed the first half. 1 second.
Yeah. The most dangerous overview of the world is the overview of those who have not viewed the world, because when you don't take risks and explore, you become more embedded in your comfort zone and will be a normal person. To become special, you need to explore your world.
Awesome. You will, or you become, when you don't take risks and stuff. No, you become more embedded in your comfort zone. You will become more embedded in your comfort zone and will more embedded in your comfort zone. It's just a little awkward because you say you will become more embedded in your comfort zone and will be a normal person. We could say, and uh will what I would do is to make this less awkward is cut this out. You will stay a normal person, or you will uh you will never become, or you will always be normal and become more embedded in your comfort zone. That sounds a little bit less awkward. Just the order. Sometimes that's all it takes. Although I think it's better to just get rid of this. I don't think it really adds anything. I think just saying you will become more embedded in your comfort zone is fine. To become special, you need to explore the world. So the only problem I have with this is you're presupposing that people think being normal is bad, is a bad being normal, like normal people have a bad worldview, or they have a worldview that's dangerous, and most readers are going to disagree. So in order for this to make sense, you need to explain why being normal and being special is important to having clear worldviews. I think that you have the right stuff, the right bridge, but you need to conclude. Like you need to explain why maybe being more embedded in your comfort zone is bad, and why exploring the world will lead to views that are better. Right? So that's all that's missing here. There's that conclusion. You have the bridge. Jeffrey.
This quote means that people who lack experience often make poor choices because their understanding of the world is limited. I don't know why I started the sentence with because.
Yeah, this works. This works better. Because their understanding of the world is limited. So that's great. That is, I in my personal opinion, I think this is true. But the same thing with Ryan. There is a little bit of a logical skip you guys are making. Explain why understanding the world would lead to poor choices. And this is best way to do it is, I would say, an example. In this case, people who lack experience. Okay. Anyways, Xiaoya, would you like to read yours?
This quote is telling us to try new things because you never know if they'll work out at the end. It tells us that sometimes we need to take a leap into the unknown, even if we are afraid of it, because we never know how it will end up.
They will work.
I kind of repeated it by accident, but
Yeah, it's repeated. Um, yeah, I would say just there's not really anything new in the second one. So again, yes, traveling. Yeah, okay. I'll explain how I would maybe approach or how I would answer this afterwards. James, would you like to read yours?
I think that this quote means that people shouldn't trust inexperienced people to make their important decisions. People who don't have the experience needed often make poor choices in life.
Awesome. Okay. Trust inexperienced people. To make their important people who don't have experience needed often. Awesome. Okay. So actually, the reason I think James is more logically sound than the Jeffrey's here is just because Jeffrey adds the words understanding of the world and lack of experience, but it's not really clear how lack of experience can mean a lot of different things. It can mean lack of experience in a certain field, lack of experience in whatever, right? And then you're connecting it to understanding the world. So there needs to be more here. Jeffrey says, honestly, I want to get it done with. No, I'm just explaining this because I know some people might say, hey, why did teacher Niv say this was sound and this one is very, very similar. The reason is just this understanding of the world. And there's a disconnect between lack of experience and understanding the world. It's not clear. In this case, James doesn't mention anything about understanding of the world. He just says, hey, inexperience is bad. Everyone understands inexperience equals less knowledgeable decisions. We can all understand that. So he just sticks to inexperience. And in that case, it's good. It's logical. It's logically correct, in my opinion. But now, in regard to the quote, I think there is a disconnect because the quote is talking about people who have not viewed the world. I think that can be taken a little bit more literally. I think it means people, who haven't been to different countries maybe or been outside of their hometown, stuff like that. So I think there needs to be a bit more here connecting it to maybe traveling or visiting or leaving their hometown, something like that. Okay, and let's go to Russell and Samuel. Okay, Russell, would you like to?
I believe that this quote is trying to convey that in order to truly understand something, you need to dive deeper into their meaning and take risks. No one has changed the world by doing what the world tells them to do.
Awesome. No one has changed the world by doing what the world tells them to do. Nice. To dive deeper into their meaning. Dive deeper into something, you need to change this to it. Its meaning and take risks. No one has changed the world by doing what the world tells them to do. I like this. I like this quote. I don't think this is necessarily connected to this next line. There's a bit of a gap there. And I think there is another bit of a gap from, viewing the world and understanding something. That's all. Okay, Samuel, would you like to read yours?
Indicates that the saying that the world is a dangerous place is said by those who never see it for themselves. I disagree with this quote because even wise people don't say that the world is a safe and comforting place. People with experience know about more layoffs, etc. So why would they agree with this quote even if they are experienced? This quote is irrational and misleading.
Why would they agree with this quote even if their experience? This quote is irrational and misleading. Okay, nice. Saying indicates that the saying that the world is a dangerous place is said by those who have never seen it for themselves. The most dangerous are a few of those. Okay. So I don't think that's quite what it means. I disagree with the quote because even wise people don't say that the world is safe and comforting. Okay, awesome. So I think you made a small you made a small mistake in the interpretation of the quote. I think it's clear that it's not or not clear. I think that I can definitively say it's not talking about saying the world is a dangerous place who is said by those who've never seen it for themselves. It's more about people's worldviews. So this is how I would answer this question or approach this question. First, let me explain what I think the quote means. Quote means people's worldviews or opinions on things, angle of how they approach issues in the world. Their overall worldview. Is the worldview, sorry, the most dangerous one, worldview, is the worldview of those who have not viewed the world. So people who have not explored outside their neighborhood, interacted with different types of people, who maybe haven't been to different countries. Those people often, sometimes, have the most dangerous worldview. Now, so how I would approach this question, I would say, most dangerous worldview is the worldview of those who have not viewed the world. This is because people who have not viewed the world or explored outside their neighborhood, or interact with different types of people, are often embedded in their own biases, and culture and whatnot, etc., and are not open to change, and they're less likely to understand different ways of life and different ways of thinking, and are less likely to adapt with the times, etc. And then I would maybe give an example of someone who lived in let's say a farm their whole life, and now they hate tech and they don't want, I don't know, tech, etc. Around them. So something like that. That's how I would approach it. Okay. Now let us move on to the vocab of the day. Zhaoya, I don't believe she's from Australia, just saying. I don't believe it. Also, why do you say minus the teacher? I never said I'm Canadian.
You
I
seem
kind of figured that out.
Canadian. You seem Canadian because you
What?
know too much about Canada.
I know too much about
Also,
everything.
I'm pretty sure you're Canadian because you one time you searched up something and then I saw a map and you were in Canada.
Oh wait, yeah.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
I
he's in
wasn't.
Canada. I already know that because I saw a map. Because he
but I
searched
know
it up
you
and then I had
graduated
his
from like
location and it
Columbia,
said
right, or
it's
like
not
an
in the
American
country.
university.
No, I was in Canada for a couple of these classes.
So he is Canadian.
That's not
And I'm Australian, guys.
all hearsay. Okay.
You're Australian, huh?
Can I get
Narc, we are.
who hasn't read yet? Ryan, have you read yet?
No.
Okay, Ryan, can you read this one? All the words and definitions.
Dispassionate. Adjective. Not influenced by strong emotion. Rational and impartial. The judge remained dispassionate, even when the courtroom grew tense. Calumny. Noun. the making of false and defamatory statements to damage someone's reputation. The article was a deliberate calumny meant to ruin the senator's credibility. Saccharine, adjective, slow and gloomy in manner or appearance. His saccharine expression hinted at a long history of disappointment. Abstruse, adjective, difficult to understand, obscure. The philosopher's writing was so abstruse that even experts needed guidance. Ineluctable, adjective, unable to be resisted or avoided. Inescapable. The ineluctable passage of time humbles even the proudest leaders.
Awesome. Okay. All right, let me put a 3-minute timer, one sentence, or, short paragraph with all the words. 3 minutes starting now. All right, all right. Time to review these results. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay. Russell, start us off.
Hey, that was part of my response. You deleted it. The dispassionate Bob was traumatized by the ineluctable Saturnin and obtrusive calumny in an article written by George to destroy his trustworthiness.
Okay. So, I mean, this here is obviously missing commas. Saturn and abstruse calumny. Sorry, I'm just written by George to destroy his trustworthiness. All right, this technically works. Okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. This works. Okay. Xiaoya.
Bob was dispassionate about all the inequitable and obtrusive calumny said about his saturnine personality.
Who's this
Oh
guy?
yeah, also I feel like never mind.
So let's say calumnies made. Oh, the screen is paused, I believe. Okay. Anyways, Samuel, would you like to read yours?
Despite the kid's inspiring speech, Larry was still dispassionate. Larry is a very saturn kid that finds everything abstruse.
Is a very Saturnine kid that finds everything abstruse. Good, good. That works. That works. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see.
Wait, after like during the kids, don't you? I forgot, but don't you have to put like that? Like, I don't remember what it's called. But
Apostrophe.
like, yeah,
Despite the kids is
it's just like one kid, so wouldn't be like right after the D.
you're right. Good catch. I missed that. Despite the kids inspiring speech, there's those. Good. All right. Jeffrey, go for it.
I only used like two of the words since I was too busy yapping about Canada's poor choice.
Okay.
And yes, I do hate everything, including Kamala, Trump, and Carney.
Okay. You're
Mark Carney is
very
a dispassionate and out of touch elite, while Canadians struggle with in in a I don't know. I just like use this word, but inequitable challenges
yeah.
and like unaffording housing and inflation. Carney offers no plan and vague climate rhetoric. He's never run for office and has never built a strong movement. Pierre Poilievre is sharp, aggressive, and unafraid, unlike Carney. He fights for the working class Canadians. Canadians often call for change, but they just voted for another liberal NDP coalition government. Carney just Trudeau dressed in a new face. The choice was clear for, and Canada chose to stay with the status quo. Shame on you, Canada.
You're very into politics, aren't you?
Honestly, I was very disappointed because in the first like hour of the night, like everyone was saying, "Oh my God, Poilievre, like almost got got a good standing in Atlantic Canada," and then 5 hours later, everything started going wrong. So
But
I'm very disappointed. I
what
watched the entire election night.
Why are you why do you care? Aren't you not in Canada?
And no, it's fun to care.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Um, yeah, I mean, I've talked to some of my Canadian friends, and some are excited, some are very disappointed.
Because you are Canadian.
It's true. The dictator is Canadian.
No, 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 no.
He's
I
gonna
cannot.
be the next Canadian president and become a dictator.
They don't have
Wait, but he said he didn't vote for Trudeau. Did you vote for Carney? Huh?
I maybe I voted, maybe I don't. I'm not allowed to vote because
No, no, you're socialist. I forgot. You're communist
maybe
dictator. You voted for Jagmeet Singh.
maybe I'm not Canadian. You never know.
Oh, you're part of the
Yeah, I'm searching you
Narclear
up. What's your first
Clear. You
name?
voted for the Labour Party of Australia.
Yep,
Sounds
maybe.
like.
Okay, sorry. He was, but they voted for another coalition. Okay, awesome. Good stuff there. I don't think we have any other responses here. Okay, so we haven't done this in a while, but I'd like to get rid of these slides. So we'll go through these relatively quickly. Jaya, can you read this? So I want to read the passage, then everyone type in a couple words the tone, the overall tone.
He scanned the room, his gaze sharp and calculating. Every movement, every twitch of a hand or shift in posture was logged with precision. The air was thick with unspoken tension, but he remained unflinching. His mind worked through every possible outcome. He knew that a single misstep could unravel everything. Yet his expression betrayed no hint of anxiety thrumming beneath the surface. This was the moment. Sorry, I'm typing something. Moment of reckoning, and he would either rise or fall by the decisions made in the next few seconds.
Awesome. Everyone, couple words to describe the tone. This is supposed to be a quick activity, so once the reader is done reading, I want like a dozen responses in the chat. Right now, we only have Xiaoya.
What are we supposed to do?
Give in a couple words, describe the tone. Xiaoya said suspenseful, serious, worried. Samuel said intense. Dangerous.
They
Calculated.
put all the words I was supposed to put. Now what am I supposed to put?
You could put it as
You
well.
got a dozen responses.
I was about to say tenseful, and then Samuel just said intense. So what am I supposed to put?
Put
Wait,
put
teacher Niv, I put in 12 I put in a dozen responses. Look at
put.
mine.
You could keep your response, Russell, and
Yeah,
say
yeah, but I put in a
intensical.
dozen. I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Xiaoya, you think that you can trick a dictator? You're mistaken.
He admitted it. He's a dictator. Wow.
Russell, all right, you guys both want to spend some time in the waiting room? Where's the button for that?
What
Good.
if we all start a protest?
See, you already got 30 something responses. We're done.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I wrote here. Suspenseful, cautious, anxious. We got a few of those words as well. I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. I mean, I just guessed these as well. But it's just sort of how you feel. The general, as long as we're in the right direction, it's okay. Right? Okay, next one. Can I get Derek? Derek, can you read this one?
As the first rays of sunlight danced across the horizon, the little wait, hold up.
Okay, maybe we'll get someone else to read. Russell, read this one.
I'm doing my response, but okay. As the first rays of sunlight danced, hold up. Jeffrey just did something. Okay. As the first rays of sunlight danced across the horizon, the little town came alive with the promise of a new day. Children giggled as they raced down the cobblestone streets, and shopkeepers flung open their shutters with hold up. It's kind of hard to do it and do my response at the same time. Hold up. Let me finish my response. Last word. Okay. Where was I? Uh, the air seemed to hum with possibility, and everyone knew this was a day for dreams to come true.
Awesome. Okay, so far we have sad, miserable,
Yep, that
depressing.
sounds about right. Too happy.
No, James put sad and miserable. But yes, hopeful, bright, joyful, etc. Sounds like me when Trump won. Are you talking about James's response, sad and miserable, or the other one?
Both.
Okay. I will say I was sad and miserable. Okay, not miserable, but I was sad. Okay,
You were sad when Trump won?
maybe, maybe.
You're exposed. You voted for the NDP because you said you didn't vote for the liberals. He's exposed. He's a socialist, communist.
I am no socialist. Anyways, tone, optimistic. I just put optimistic, but I like cheerful and joyful as well. Those are really good
It
ones.
sounds too happy though.
Yeah.
It sounds so happy that it sounds creepy.
Sounds
It
like
sounds
the start to
it sounds too happy that there's no way this is in America. This is like in Ireland or something. There's no way children can be this happy.
No, it sounds so scary, but like they're like all under some kind of like curse or something.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah,
does not
yeah.
sound real. It sounds scary.
Um, yeah, this could be like if the town was cursed and like then it's all cheerful and then you start seeing that the butchers are actually butchering up humans or whatever and
No, it's like I'm so happy even though I actually hate my life or something like that.
oh
Sounds like Germany in the 1940s.
nice.
Sounds
Okay,
like Canada in 2025.
Yeah, sounds like in 2020.
Sounds like us during quarantine.
okay. Zhao, can you read this?
The rain fell unrelenting sheets, turning the once bustling streets into rivers of quiet despair. But figures huddled under. Sorry, I'm just typing my response. Figures huddled under inadequate umbrellas, their heads bowed against the chill. A lone string musician packed to his violin, the mournful notes of his final song still lingering in the heavy air.
Okay. We have miserable, cold, sad, lonely, desperate, oppressed, happy, joyful, optimistic. Wow. Every all these responses are on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
It's giving I hate my life vibes.
Liberal vibes. Oh my gosh. Somber is one word I chose, but um I like, maybe not oppressed. Uh Desperate. Maybe not even desperate actually.
It's giving I hate my life.
It's giving miserable.
It's
Yes,
giving I hate my life,
miserable,
yeah.
sad, cold. I like that. Okay. One more passage. Let's get James. James, can you read this one?
The dense floor seemed to close in tighter with every step she took. Shadows stretched unnaturally across the narrow path, twisting, writhing as though alive. The towering trees blocked out the moonlight, leaving her with the faint beam of her flashlight, which trembled in her unsteady hands. Every rustle in the underbrush made her heart leap to her throat. Was it the wind, an animal, or something worse?
She tried to convince herself that she was imagining things, but the faint sounds of footsteps behind her said otherwise. They were loud, just soft, deliberate crunch of leaves, but they were there. She quickened her pace, glancing back over her shoulders, but the beam of light revealed nothing but shadows. Her mind raced with possibilities, each one more horrifying than the last. What if she wasn't alone?
Awesome. Okay, so we have suspenseful. Jump scare is not really a tone. We have happy and joyful as well. So, again, opposite ends of I don't know. Happy is necessarily this opposite of scared, like a direct opposite. It's on the opposite end, but it's not directly, in my opinion. Socialist vibes.
It's literally every single blurb on the back of a book.
Oh yeah, it is like that, yeah.
It's like, what will happen next? I don't care.
Well, what happened next? You gotta buy the book, or I guess
You
if
gotta
you
buy the book, even though it was a 1-star rating. But we don't talk about that.
well, unless it's buy free, then you don't have to buy
For $99.99.
Yeah, it really is giving Dictator Niv vibes.
it. Dictator Niv vibe. No, it's not. Firstly, Teacher Niv is not a dictator, all
You
right?
know it's dictatorship when you can literally change our names.
Oh
What?
yeah, I forgot about that. Please don't change my name.
Send us to prison, aka the waiting room, for absolutely no reason.
That's my
I
El
feel like he's
Salvador.
gonna change our names now. I'm scared.
That's my
You
El.
can literally
I'm
ban
changing my name
cultures.
to
One time we spoke in Chinese, and then you said the next one to speak Chinese goes to prison.
That
Did he
is
change your name,
suppression.
Russell?
That is the
Russell.
suppression of minorities. That is very illegal. You're
Wait,
suppressing minorities.
Russell. I think
Yeah.
he changed my name.
Okay.
No.
So
No.
I have fearful. I put down fearful. But yes, you guys are all very similar. Okay. Let us go to the article of the day. Would you want to be a child influencer? I know we've done something similar before, like a YouTuber. But anyways. Okay, now I don't know. I don't know who's who. We have one. Okay, one of the. No, I don't know who's who. Okay, anyways. Can I get okay, let's get Samuel. Samuel, can you start us off here?
Dictator Niv.
Have you ever dreamed of becoming a child influencer, or turning your life, your talents, charms, and hot takes into content, of gaining thousands or even millions of followers and turning that success into a new home for your family, a college fund, and maybe even a career? What do you imagine would be the best part of being a social media star? What might be the downside of online fame at such an early age? And when a child's life becomes family business, with photographs by Maggie Shannon, Lisa Miller writes about Evan Lee, who at 19 is ready to reflect on what it was like to be one of the earliest kid influencers. Evan Lee was in elementary school when he became the linchpin of his family business. With his neatly combed hair and his dimpled smile, he was a charm bomb, conveying on camera both the cheerful sincerity of a Boy Scout and the precocious charisma of a whiz kid. Evan, eventually known to 7 million YouTube subscribers as EvanTube, was one of the earliest kid influencers, internet famous for playing.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so thank you for reading that, Samuel. Let's get Ryan. Ryan, can you read this next one?
EvanTube blew up by accident in October 2011 when a freelance videographer named Jared Lee sculpted the entire cast of the Angry Bird video game out of modeling clay for his 5-year-old son. Delighted by this handiwork, Evan and Jared decided to make a home video, like a show and tell. Situated at the family's dining table with the figurines arrayed before him, Evan earnestly explained each character's special powers, according to the video game. Yellowbird goes super fast, he said, in a halting voice, glancing occasionally toward his father, who was filming. He picked up a lumpy, pale bird. This is Whitebird. It flies and drops white bombs and it looks like a lemon when he dies. A tiny smile revealed baby teeth.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so he's doing Angry Bird reviews very early on. In 2011. I think when did YouTube even come out? Like 2009?
2005.
2005?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's a few years in, but um that's crazy. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, I need everyone to change their names back because I don't know who to call on. So
Call
everyone,
on me.
okay, whoever this is, do it, but then change your name after.
Okay. Evan is 19 now and looking back at his life. My brain was still developing when I was that young, so he doesn't remember every detail of how it all happened. He told me when I visited him at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, where he is finishing his first year. He can't recall why he wanted his own YouTube channel, only that he and his father sat at the computer and chose the name EvanTube. Evan and Jared uploaded their video and forgot about it. Within several months, it had 70,000 views. Ultimately, it reached 11 million. At Christmas that year, Jared bought a haul of Angry Birds merch at Toys R Us. Action figures and magnets, erasers and gummies, candy, hoodies and blankets, backpacks and plush toys, and recorded as Evan showcased them, one by one, in front of the family's dazzling Christmas tree. Since the show and tell video, his patter had become polished. Thank you for watching my video, he said in his outro. Happy New Year, please subscribe. The video has nearly 13 million views. It was obvious how, before the camera, Evan became alive. As his mother Elisa put it when I visited the family in a northern California suburb.
Awesome. Okay,
He
so
should have said Happy New Year. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications.
well, to be fair, this is in 2011. They still had a like button, but I don't think the likes and things like that were that important into,
No, he could have said make
What toys you want me to review? Put it in the comments section below.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
or you could have said make sure to smash the like button and like ring the bell button and stuff like that. I don't know. That's what every single YouTuber says.
Yeah, they all say those same thing now. Um,
Oh yes, and it should have a sponsor. Today's sponsor is Audible. Audible helps you get
Yeah, like
music.
Audible. Today's sponsor is Kleenex. Kleenex helps you something.
okay. All right. Okay, I need everyone to change their names back to normal. Okay, so whoever's dictator now.
Russell is the name that is written in Chinese.
And Russell,
And
change it
Dictator
back.
Niv and like Dictator Niv is Jeffrey.
Okay. Jeffrey, change it back. Russell, change it back. Okay.
No, I have to represent the minority. Okay,
Okay,
you're not
Jeffrey.
doing that.
Jeffrey,
So I
can
have
you
to-
read this? Can you read this?
No. Okay, fine. I was gonna say that there's an internet problem, but you win. Toys began arriving at Lee's family doorsteps, boxes and boxes and boxes of them, Mashems, Lego Nerf products, Barbie Dream Houses, Skylander games, anything Star Wars. It was crazy, Alyssa said. Like a snowball, Jared bought lots of toys too. Evan unboxed them, reviewed them, explained, built, and played with the toys and games after school while his father recorded them. When the toys were boring or the instructions complex, Jared would feed me the line and I'd say it back, Evan told me. The article also explores some of the ethical questions related to young children earning money as influencers. A coalition of law professors, attorneys, and attorney generals and university students concerned about children's right is at work drafting language for state bills safeguarding the finances of minors who are also influencers. Lots have already been passed in Illinois, California, Minnesota, and Utah, largely because of the efforts of an advocacy group called Quit Clicking Kids, which aims to combat the monetization of children on social media, according to its website.
Don't go to Illinois, California, Minnesota, or Utah, okay?
I live in California.
Okay, very interesting. So, comment. Okay, let's just move on and then we'll discuss.
California's fine.
Okay. Can I get who is Lesser? Okay, Jaya, can you read this one?
But the activists' concerns extend far beyond legal and financial protections. There is no ethical route for parents to trade on a child's image online for a profit. Many say such transactions violate the child's privacy, and now and into the future because a digital record is permanent. They extend a child's psychological development, replacing a sturdy identity with an idea of self as a commodity for public consumption, as a former child actor Alison Stoner said in a webinar recently. In Stoner's view, the child influencer economy does damage by blurring the lines between work and home. In an influencer setting, a child's director, scriptwriter, and publicist is also the parent. It's like Ryan Toy's reveal. Oh my god, his pants are. Anyways.
Yeah, these are like the precursors to Ryan's Toys reviews.
What's wrong with Ryan's Toys review?
Bro, his parents are like telling him to like do stuff just for money and stuff like that. They're like forcing him to make videos, even though he's literally 13 and he's still making kids videos.
Oh, wow.
He's 13?
Yeah, he's 13 and he's still making kids videos because his parents are forcing him to.
What? He's literally 2 years older than me.
Because they need to make money, apparently, even though they're like billionaires.
Okay. What is your reaction to the article and Evan's remarkable rise as a YouTube star? Do you follow any child influencers? Have you ever wondered what life might be like for them? I'll give you guys like 1 minute for this, okay? This one, maybe just one sentence. You can just talk about it a bit more when you're reading, but it's not that serious. Okay, starting the timer now. All right. Time is up. I'm just gonna, or fine, I'll post them. As a very small child influencer, my reaction towards Evan blowing up gives me hope. Oh, you're a child influencer. Very interesting. Because there are some questions I have for everyone, but
How many subscribers do you have?
What's the channel called? I need to see it.
I'm not telling you the channel name, but I have 3K.
Whoa.
Oh!
Cool.
What is it called? It's probably called like Samuel something. I don't know. Samuel.
You can search that up and see what you
I'll
find.
search up Samuel's toy.
Okay. Lesser.
Tell us. I want to subscribe.
Oh, this is Russell. I think that you should let kids be kids, give parents a break. Give the parents a break. They have to manage a kid and a YouTube channel. Do you follow?
Well, yeah, because like you're all like saying, "Oh my God, the parents are doing this. Oh my God, this parents is like, oh my God."
Yeah. Yeah, no. So it's just that these are kind of, these feel contradictory, but you're saying, kids be kids, I guess you're saying essentially toy reviews are fine. Kids can do it. It's just fine. Anyways, and give the parents a break. I agree. Sometimes you gotta give the parents a break.
My friend has 20 subscribers.
Nice. I have 4 subscribers, I think. So
My dad has 3 subscribers. Me and my sister, and then her friends subscribe.
nice.
He convinced our entire class in school to subscribe.
Wow.
Except for like some people who are jerks who don't
Nice.
want to subscribe.
I have no reactions to Evan's amazing reviews. I think this is capital, but whatever. And I do not follow any child influencers, so should be a comma here. I think that life would be great and fun for child influencers as they can make money by just being in front of a camera and doing fun things for the toy. Sure,
I
sure.
know, right? Like they can go on a vacation and they earn money because they just film it and then they're like, "Oh my God, okay, time to go to the beach." And then they get like $1,000 off that to go on another vacation and they just get richer and richer and get like a house and then a
Mhm.
better house and
I
then
feel like
and then that would get even more subscribers and they get an even better house. It just goes on and on.
I feel like every single influencer, like they do a house tour and then they move to another house. Then after like 1 month, and then they do another house tour.
That's because they get so much money from subscribers.
Oh yeah, and also I feel like being a child influencer, it just depends on if you like it. If the child agrees on it. If the child doesn't agree, just force them to do that. Like that's
Yeah.
not good.
Okay. Does Evan's story change your understanding of what it means to be a child officer? Actually, no, this is a little bit easy. Okay, if you were to be an influencer, what kind of content would you create? Product reviews, dance, comedy, gaming videos, fashion, beauty, etc. And why do you think
Fashion, beauty advice.
you'd make a good social media personality? So for this one, I don't want you to say I would be a bad social media personality. I want
You
you to
read my mind.
answer it like almost like an interview question, right? Even if you're not good, you want to phrase it in a way that makes you look good, right?
You read
So
my mind. I was about to say I am not
Wait,
a good
Teacher
social
Nev.
media
Teacher
personality.
Nev.
yeah,
Why does it say you were to be an influencer?
if oh what
You were to
if you were okay, 3 minutes. You cannot answer. I would not be good. I want
You
you to
told me
answer it.
to act like it's an interview. So if it's an interview, I would say no, thank you. I'm a go. I don't want people to see my face online.
No, that's
Goodbye.
not an acceptable answer. I need to get you to try and explain what are some, like just focus on the positives and how you might be good. I'm gonna actually increase this one to 5 minutes now. Now I want a better response. All right, all right. Let's see what we came up with. Okay, Xiaoya, would you like to start us off?
If I was an influencer, I would probably make vlog videos. This is because it would be cool to record all my vacations and important events to the public. It might also inspire some of my viewers as well because they might like what I am doing and try to follow my footsteps, which would make my day.
Okay, so I just need to change this to and share it with the public. It might also inspire some of my viewers as well because like what I'm doing and try to follow my footsteps, which would make my day. Great. I would say instead of make my day, which would make me really happy because it could be any day, it could be multiple.
But you kind of find it out in a day, and then it makes your day, and then I don't know.
Okay, I see what you're saying though. Yeah, it would
I don't
probably
know.
yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should do make my day or make me happy. But make me happy sounds really bland. It doesn't make my day.
Um, yeah, but I think it's more accurate. And it conveys the general same message. Okay, Samuel, would you like to read yours?
I create fun videos with my friends. That gives us something to do when we're bored. For me, it's not all about the views. It's a blast making videos, and it has become a hobby of mine. Say that I'm bored on the bus, and your friend asks, "What do you want to do?" I can just grab my phone, and we can record whatever silly thing we want to do. It just happens to be that a video got over 100K views, so 500 more people subscribe to me from that. To me, it just means more followers want to explore the goofy content I create.
For me, it's not all about the views. Semicolon. The blast making videos and has become a hobby of mine. To the blast making videos and bored on the bus and your friend asks, say that. So you're switching here from me to you, right? Say that I'm bored and your friend asks what you want to do. I can just grab my phone and we can record whatever. Oh, okay. Sorry, never mind. You're talking like if there's 3 people on the bus. Or so the thing we want to do. It just happens to be a video that got over 100K, so 500 more people subscribe for that. To me, it just means more followers want to explore the goofy content I create. Okay, interesting. James, would you like to read yours?
If I was an influencer, I would be a video game influencer. One of my favorite things to do every day is to play video games, which makes it fun to be a video game influencer. I could play video games for a long time without anyone bothering me. The only downside of being a video game influencer is that nobody will watch it because there's so much better video game influencers. I would also think that I also don't have a good social media personality, so I wouldn't be a good influencer. I think I used an influencer too much.
If I was an influencer, I'd be a video game influencer. My favorite to use video game, which makes it fun to be a video game. Okay. Only for anything to do is play video games. I would say then here just say so making videos about them doesn't seem difficult or something, right? Play video games for a long time without anyone bothering me. The downside of being a video game influencer is that no one will watch it because there are so many many uh there's so many better video game influencers. I also don't have a good social media personality, so I wouldn't be a good influencer. Okay, interesting. I did also, yeah, I wanted you guys to just focus on the positives, right? I wanted everyone to see something positive about themselves that would help describe why they'd be good at being an influencer. It was just a curious thing. Okay, Russell, go for it.
If I were an influencer, I would post mostly blogging and what is going on in my life, mo mostly about my vacations and school life because some people are just interested in what an average kid's life is like. During Christmas, though, I would do mostly unboxing vids and toy reviews. I think I would make a good social media personality because I am a pretty good commentator and I am about to experience the drama of middle school.
Ooh, okay, interesting. I like that.
Dang.
It's just like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. We
Yeah, I'm
already
also
saw
about
how
to
that
experience
turned
middle
out. I
school.
can just like do a video version
Oh
of
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, you know, people middle school they steal condiment packets.
What?
My sister when she was in middle school, people steal condiment packets. One time, some random guy stole like an entire locker full of of condiment packets.
Well, womp womp to the person who got stolen. I don't care about some condiment packets.
Bro, and then they opened up his locker, and then his entire top half of his locker was filled with condiment packets.
I don't care.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff, Russell. Very interesting. Yeah, when I was a kid, I just thought I could be a great video game influencer. And I was considering buying the equipment. Now the equipment's very cheap, and I think like a lot of consoles, you could just do it directly from your console now. So that's cool. Um, okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay. So this is a big question. The article notes that some activists argue that there is no ethical route for parents to trade on a child's image online for profit. Miss Miller writes, at the heart of the debate lies the question of consent. Whose idea was the TikTok, the reel, the dance, the prank, the skit? To put it online for everyone to see. And what precisely does the consent of a 3 or 6-year-old mean in the context of family business? Do you think a child can give proper consent at the age of 6 or 3? Are children who are making money online being exploited? How concerned should we be about the exploitation and commodification of children by their parents? So it's a very loaded question. You can sort of pick a couple specific ones or just general idea talk about this.
Wait, I have a question. Is it just asking us like, is it okay for children to be an influencer still?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, like is it okay like for um yeah, like is it okay for a parent to like get their kid to be an influencer, right? Like
Oh
uh
yeah, also I have a question.
yeah.
Why does it still say at the top? What's your reaction to the all-female blue orange font?
Oh, that is a mistake. That's why.
Okay, I just like I don't know. It was really like detailed. It was so detailed that like it didn't even need to be.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna set a 5-minute timer on for this. It's running now. Okay. Time's up. Let's see what we can come up with. Just gonna duplicate this slide and go from here. Okay, Russell, go for it.
Wait, you don't have the second part of my thing.
Oh,
I changed my name between those two
how'd you do that?
by submitting one, changing my main, then submitting another one.
No, not how, but why?
Okay. I can understand how 3 to 6 years olds are described as exploitation, but the 7 to 11 years old, they can make their own choices, and it is 100% to have them shown on okay to have them shown on social media. The kid must be the one who decides where to spend the money though, because the kid earned it, not the parent. Of course, if they want to buy a giant life-size dinosaur, that has to be prevented. But if they just want to buy something like an Xbox, then that's 100% okay.
Okay, awesome. So, firstly, this should be not offset with parentheses. You should be able to explain it in a cohesive sentence afterwards. Okay. I know it's much easier to put it in parentheses, but we're trying to practice the skills to communicate that effectively without offsetting it like this. Anyways, secondly, even this premise though, what I would say is it's not the kid should be the one who decides where the money is spent, but the kid should have um some or have yes, should have some or should have input into how the money is spent. And it
It
should
should
be,
have like 60% on where the money is going.
yes, something like that. And
And
like
then the other 40% can be spent on tax dollars and stuff.
yeah, well, I assume after taxes, the money that's there. After taxes, the money that's there. I think the law in the US is 20, no, not 20, yeah, 20%. No, I think it's like 10%. 10% of children's earnings have to be saved until the child is 18. So there's that. The rest the parent can actually use because I mean also when you think about it, like Evan's toys or whatever, he's like 3 to 6 year old. They are not operating a YouTube account. They are not operating a camera. They are not the ones going to the store to buy the toys. So there is a big aspect where the parent is doing quite a lot, and the kid is just the talent, I guess, in this case. So, in those cases, the parents also should get probably more money in that than the kid. So there's also that aspect. Just something to think about. Oh, and then in this case, I can understand how blank 3 to 6 year olds are described as exploitation. So this is it's not 3 6 year olds are described as exploitation. If getting 3 6 year olds to work or to be influencers is exploitation.
Yeah, I missed that part.
Yeah. Jaria, would you like to read yours?
I think that as long as the kid enjoys what they're doing and doesn't feel forced to do it, is fine by me. It is a kid's choice to be on social media and also a little bit of the parent's choice as well. If the kid likes it and the parents agree on it as well, it is 100% not exploitation. It's just a kid's passion and what they want to do.
Okay, so I think as long as the kid enjoys what they're doing, it is the kid's choice to be a student and live with the parents. The kid likes it. It's just a kid's passion and what they want to do. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Now here's a question based on your response. If the kid enjoys what they're doing and doesn't feel forced to do it, it's fine by me. What about when parents force their kid to do karate or piano lessons or Chinese lessons, right? Is that
I am forced to do Chinese lessons. It is
I'm forced to do
100%
it
not
and
okay. It is 100% not okay.
No, when parents are like, they're like, if you
Course
don't like
of
it,
this class.
we can always like cancel the lessons. And as soon as they say I don't like it, they're like, well, you have to do it anyways. I'm like, bro, you
Mm-hmm.
gave me an option, and you said
Yeah, yeah.
that's what my parents do.
The classic switcher. Yeah.
They're
So
like,
what I will say is, yeah. So what do you guys think about that? Like, if you're in situations where you're still forced by your
But
parents to do
but you're
stuff.
forced to do something that doesn't give the parents an advantage. This is
Ah,
saying like, go make some money for me.
okay. Very, very important and clear distinction there. Good stuff, Russell. Okay, James, would you like to read yours?
I think that child influencers are great because it allows children to do things in front of a camera to make money for their parents. It is clearly the parents' idea to post their child on social media because a 3 or 6-year-old would have no idea what social media is. Children to do back-breaking work like stand in front of a camera, unboxing toys, or other wonderful things. If the child has fun time opening the toys, parents forcing children to make money for them, wonderful.
Is wonderful. Awesome. Okay, so you take a
It
very
is. It
personal.
benefits both people.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
child gets to open toys 24/7. The parent gets to make money to buy more toys and buy a bigger house. It's
yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think you guys make very good points, and I'm glad we had people going against the grain when they say, "Oh, it's exploitation," because I think that it's not necessarily always exploitation. I think actually most of the time it's probably fine. There's obviously a few famous exploitation cases where, a child star, a child star's parents stole all their money and stuff like that, but. Generally speaking, I think getting your kids to, be an influencer or whatever is totally fine. Personally. Okay, that is all for today, guys. I will see you all next week. Have a good one. Okay?
bye,
Bye.
thank
Have
you.
fun suppressing minorities.
I
bye.
don't suppress minorities. Okay, bye.